Alright, hello and welcome back to episode number 8 of my playthrough of FTB's StoneBlock 3. So previous episode, we spent a lot of time doing some exploring. You can see here, we died many times kind of doing our thing over there. I don't understand what's going on with the world gen over here. I thought we were pretty much just meant to be in like a ring world that had no caves and things like that, but it seems like there is caves and things going on over here, as well as like clay and tuff that is weirdly generating. I'm pretty sure that wasn't meant to happen, but so be it. Other than that, we haven't really done a whole lot between episodes, other than just a whole lot of grinding. Here's our chicken setup, right? We played around with this for quite a bit there. I've got myself some emerald chickens and some coal chickens here that you can see, which isn't the least of it, right? We've got an absolute ton of chickens at this point, which is kind of nice. We've finally gotten to the point where I've unlocked every single type of chicken that we can have. So that's all of them here. It's kind of sitting within this chest. We have every single resource chicken as well as all the dye chickens, which I don't think we're going to deal with like automating and getting the stuff out of these guys. But everything else, I think we are definitely going to want to start automating and getting them there and like getting stuff out of them. So I've kind of got a plan. We got, I made breeders. It's the wrong thing. We have 42 chickens that we actually want to get items out of, which is why I made these things thinking that they were the roost, but they're actually the breeders. So that's actually kind of silly. I don't need those. What I actually need is the chickens, is the roost, I think. Hen house. I think the hen houses collects items in a 9x9x9 radius. I think that's if you want to have the chickens kind of walking around in the world, but that seems like a bad time for lag and stuff like that. So I think we're gonna go with just using them as items inside of the roost. I don't even know if I have enough hay bales now. I need 42 of that, and then each one takes a 9. Ooh, we might be cutting it kind of close. How much wheat we got? 411. Let's hope that that's enough. Let's hope that that's enough. So let's make the 42 roosts that we're going to need. And I've kind of like semi-thought about how I want to do this, like the management of like the items and things like that. I'm pretty sure we're just going to, I say pretty sure. I'm like pretty confident that what we're going to do is just, what's the word? Use laser IO, because that mod is overpowered. I get 21. Okay, that's not enough, but that should be more than enough to kind of get us started. Hopefully. Wow, is that really all? Well, we have a ton of bones. Our mob drops thing is doing kind of well. I've got, yeah, a ton of bones. So what I can do actually is just sit there and collect up a bunch more wheat. Let's do that real quick, because I do want my 42 roosts at least to be set up. And that is the 42nd roost finally made. That actually took quite a lot more bone meal than I thought it was going to take. But the other thing that I'm going to need to do is grab out a bunch of this redstone and kind of throw that into the system, because we need to do some of the crafting, right? Because we're going to use laser nodes to deal with like the management, right? Which means I'm going to need item cards, which means I'm going to need at least one per roost and then at least a couple others for inserting and doing things with. So I need more item cards. I'm pretty sure we can just make these, right? Problem with these is you have to make them one at a time. Can I just go? Just going to shift click a bunch of them. I've got no golden nuggets in there. I really need to set up like the external storage and stuff for all of this, but that's kind of like an effort. I would need to run like cables underneath the base and things like that. It's just that's a lot of time for something that's really not that super like needed. I wonder if entangled blocks can do that. I wonder if that's something that entangled blocks can handle. 43. Let's make one more of you. That gives me 44, and the other thing is I'm probably going to want overclockers. How expensive are you to make? Oh, these are very expensive. I need like an absolute ton more gold. How much do I have sitting over here? I know we're currently That is what's currently being processed through the pulverizer. It worked through the copper backlog that it had. How much we got in there? I can't see. 1.9k. Actually, we got a ton of gold. That's actually not bad. Actually not bad. The problem is we might run into a lack of the chips that we need, the logic chips. Gave me 25. Because I don't know how much this stuff is going to generate. And the other thing that we need to do is kind of find a spot for it. I wonder if I can use this drawer as my insert. Right, we're going to have an an orange channel insert, which is inserting everything from the furnace, right? Yeah, so orange channel insert is going to be from the furnace, and then we can just use this drawer system then, if that's going to be the case. I think that's probably how we're going to do this then. So let's dig out some more space over here. How much do we have before I run out of wall over here? Let's go one. Let's go until I break through. Okay. And then we go, you're being annoying. Alright, let's go there. And then I can go back a few blocks here as well. I'll worry about making this stuff sort of like nice looking in the future. I think right now I just kind of want to get the functionality working. So how much? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I wonder, how can we divide 42 nicely? 6 by 7. And then 7 tall. That's going to be ugly though. So what if I do 2 walls of 6 then? And that'll be... well, 3 high and then 4 high on 1. Yeah, that'll work, I think. I think that'll be fine. So let's say I want to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that'll work. Except it's uneven. Why does it want a pickaxe? Stuff is made of wood. And then we'll go 1 more block this way. The other thing I probably want to grab is some feral flare lanterns. I do have a bunch of them sitting there. Feral flare lanterns, just because it's way easier to light up your base using these things than it is using torches and stuff like that. Let's go F3G and find where the center of this chunk roughly is. It's probably going to be around here. And I'll just place this underground. Doesn't need to be anything fancy. There, and since I have my time in a bottle pouch, that should light everything up pretty rapidly. Nice. Okay. So then let's say this wall is also going to have the 6, and you've got a space of 2. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright. There, actually, what I probably want to do, if that's going to be the case, I can probably get away... oh, God. I need to rebind that whistle button to be something that I don't use for Ultimine. I can probably get away with using less nodes if I use it this way, and then I go, let's say, like another row on top, like that, and that gives me 18 left. So I need to go up a couple. Okay, so that gives me space for another row of chickens up there. Up over here as well. And I've got 6 more, but I feel like it's going to be like overly just kind of oh, no, okay, this works. So I'm just going to 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3 over here. And of course I misplaced one, because why wouldn't I? Bang. Alright, sweet. So that's going to be the space then. That's how we're going to build this out. And then we'll just go nodes, I guess. You're just going to go in between all of these here. Right, because this has a UI, right? That's where your chickens go and then they generate items. Yeah, this should work beautifully. Now, my only problem here might be that we're generating stuff too fast with our 10-10-10 chickens. But that should be okay. So this is going to actually work beautifully. So let's say, let's connect all of these up. And then I need to connect back to this laser to kind of connect it up to this draw. So let's grab a new insert on you, and we're going to set you to channel 2, which is purple. And then everything over here we just have to set up on that same channel, which we can do pretty easily because I'm just going to go here, channel 2 on all of those, set all of them to extract 8 every second. I'm so glad that you can do like bulk editing of stuff like that within Laser.io. And I think, can I just like carry on this stuff? I can't. Alright, so let's do this then in kind of like something that makes some sort of sense. Let's get rid of some stuff from my inventory. That's that. Let's go all my metal chickens first and kind of place them in. And I'm curious as to like what the generation is. Like, let's go my gold one. If I place my gold chicken here, you make 48 nuggets every single time. Oh my gosh. How much does one chicken make? It feels like it's just slower. Okay, so the amount of chickens just makes it work faster then, and also changes how much you generate. So this is going way, way slower with just the one chicken, and we only get 3 nuggets per. Whereas having the 16 in there gets us 48 every single time. We're going to be generating too much for our nodes to be able to pull out of it. Let's go there, iron, and then copper, I guess. Lead. Let's just kind of put all of our chickens in here. Now, the one that actually kind of excites me more than anything is this netherite chicken right here, because this is actually kind of good, having this much netherite this quickly. We're going to have a lot of items that we're going to need to stage into drawers. I need to lock this drawer then. And we need to connect all of these up together. So let's grab... Do I have my... I need my wrench. Where's my wrench? Okay, these have all maxed out pretty rapidly. If we can only pull out 8 a second, this isn't going to be nearly fast enough. I'm going to need an overclockers for every single one of these, I think. I think that's the only way that this is actually going to be viable. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. Well, that's all my metals ones done, and they've all backed up very quickly. Yikes. Okay, so let's laser wrench up. Let's just connect all of them up. Like this, just in sequence. And then I'll have the join, I guess, over here. I don't want to have the laser like going ugly though. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have a laser just over here in the corner. And that's just going to be kind of just aesthetic. Because then what I can do is I can put in blocks over here to make it look prettier. Which is probably what I will end up doing. So let's go you, connect, whoops. Connect up all of these. You're going to connect up to the top one, and then the top one connects to all of these. And now, do I just sacrifice 2 nodes? Now, ideally, I can just make the laser, right? Can I just make 2 lasers instead of using nodes? Yeah, I got 3 laser connectors. Cool. Because what I'll do then is I'll put a laser connector over here. And then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, we should be within range here. And then laser connector there. So we're going to connect that one to the U, this one to that one. Oh, it's too far, really? Okay, let's put... Oh, that's so annoying. But that's like the nearest one, and I don't want the lasers to be visible. Because they are kind of ugly looking. Let's go here then. I'll put another one. To there. This luggage, as handy as it is kind of annoying. And then we can just block off most of this. I need to connect that one to you then. Alright, so that's all set up now. So all of these guys are active and doing their thing. So now it's just a matter of going down and then putting the extract card in. Yeah, that's not nearly fast enough. Down. So max is 64 a tick. But I don't need to do that. I need to do 48 every second, it seems to be. So what if I... Okay, I thought I broke it. If I go, let's go 1. What's the max I can do? 16 every 15 ticks. Does that keep up? That does not keep up. Okay. I'm just trying to see if I can like min-max this, hey. 2 is 32 every tick. Or rather every half a second. Okay, so there's going to be 2 overclockers per mass. That is very nice to know. So the down, upside, and then 2 of you, bang. The cobalt's going to have nowhere to go, so let's grab that and stage the cobalt into this drawer. And now the cobalt actually has somewhere to go. So we should see it all ending up in here. It's 3 blocks worth. In like 0 time. How cool is that? We're just generating like silly amounts of resources with like actually no effort. To bang, bang. All right, so let me go through and do this to every single one of these. And we'll come back once I've kind of set up all of these inserts and extracts. Actually, what I'm going to do first is we're going to look at this, right? So what do we have already, metals-wise? I've got iron, copper. Copper doesn't have nuggets in there. But that should be fine, right? If I just set up the copper one, let's find out if this works. Oops, just 1, 1, 2, bang, bang. Yeah, okay, what if I grab the copper nuggets and place that into the drawer? Ooh, why do you not work? Is it different copper, is that why? I need to also unlock it if that's going to be the case. This might break everything. Bang. Okay. No, we're fine. We didn't break anything. Nothing broke. Nothing broke. Except for... Why can you only store 512? Why are these only stuck to 512? That's actually kind of annoying. It can hold 41,000 thingies. I thought we should be able to hold like way more blocks. Yeah, see, like this does 4.6 thousand. I need more upgrades. I need more upgrades. I wonder, can I make gold upgrades? Sophisticated drawers? No, it's not called that. It's functional storage is what it's called. Should be able to make the gold ones pretty comfortably. Let's just make as much of them as we can. I'm gonna need to make as... Well, I can only make 1 to start with, apparently. And I have no chests. We need auto crafting like ASAP. I've got 2 gold ones here. Okay, so let's say I throw a gold one there and a gold one there. The iron's also gonna need it. Cool, and that'll give me 8.2 thousand. That's fine. I'm happy with that. What was the other one? So I've got copper. Iron I can do. Iron's already being extracted, I think. Yeah, iron's already being extracted. And then what's the other one up there? Which one are you? Silver. So which one is my silver chicken? You're my silver chicken. You up. Bang. And then 2 overclockers. Sweet, and that's already being extracted. So that lets me know now how many of like compacting drawers I need. Because I need, let's see, how many do I have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more compacting drawers. So let's make those up real quick. My thing seems to be out of power for some reason. That's annoying. And 8. And then what we do before we do anything else is I'm just going to grab like a stack of each of the nuggets so that I can stage it inside of the drawer before we actually start like putting it into it. Otherwise it can like cause an absolute mess. So let's do that. Now this realistically doesn't actually matter what order you do it in because we're going to end up using what's the word? We're going to end up using refined storage to access all of this stuff anyway, so it doesn't matter. Alright, so that's all that set up first. Now it's just a matter of putting all the cards back in. Oh, we have a slight problem. Okay. apparently the nuggets that we have aren't ore dictionaried, right? If I grab this uranium nugget out and try to like place it in through the draw controller, it doesn't work, but I can place it in through, I can't, the uranium. I can place it in manually. It's like the nugget itself that it's using is the incorrect one. Like even the netherite isn't working, which I thought was like the one that would be foolproof, because it's like an actual fake type of nugget anyway. So maybe this setup won't work. That's kind of annoying. Okay, so if that's going to be the case, we need to rework this then. And kind of think of a new design. Yeah, I think I've got a design that should work now pretty comfortably. I've just got each roost going now just up and down, with drawers next to it with puller upgrades, pulling from the roost directly. So that actually works kind of nicely, which makes life a lot easier, because then I can put a drawer like somewhere underground and then have like an external storage like connected to that pretty easily. That actually works like super nicely. I'm pretty happy with that. So let's grab more chickens then, I guess. I'm going to need a bunch more drawers and things like that, but that's not that difficult to do. So now we're going to go on with the rest of these chickens. These are going to be like my dust and gems chickens, which are these ones all in here. There's a lot of them, man. There's way more chickens than I thought there would actually going to be. Oh, there's actually some mob drop chests, chickens and stuff as well in here. Like I've got slime and magma cream and things like that. Lots of stuff. Lots of things that we need to deal with and manage. So let's go with... Doesn't matter what order I do it in. It probably doesn't matter what order I do it in. Let's go leather there. Leather can just go into a regular drawer. I'm just going to place all the chickens in and then kind of decide how I want to store them, I think. The other thing that we're going to do while we're here is we're going to go to the muffler. We're going to set an anchor to here with a radius of 32. And we are going to block the sound of this popping that we constantly hear. And I think it's like the chicken something. Chicken... Stepped egg, ambient, no. I don't know what this sound is. The easiest way to figure out what the sounds are though is if we go here, go video settings, I think it is. And we just need to turn on the subtitles. It's probably not a sound. Subtitles on. Chicken plop is what we need to mute. So let's just look up plop. And t dot chicken egg muffle. Oh, sweet silence. How good is that? Okay, so that's now muted. We can kind of finish setting up the rest of this. So I need a ton of drawers. Let's just make a bunch of them, because I know we're going to end up using them eventually anyway. 32, sure. And let's go around placing the ones that are just going to use drawers. So leather's going to go into a drawer. String will go into a drawer. Blaze rods. I wonder if I don't think I can even do compacting drawer for these. It's probably not necessary. Do we use the blaze mesh for anything? Not necessary. So you can go straight into that. And the pearls, you go into a drawer. Snowballs, drawer. Slime, drawer. Actually, you can probably go compacting. You're going to be a compacting one. Magma cream. You can do that and magma blocks, so you can be a compacting drawer as well. Gas tiers. Coal can be compacting. Quartz can be compacting. Prismarine shard. Turn into blocks. I'm going to try give you compacting and see what happens. Bone meal. Actually can probably be compacting. Emeralds, compacting. Prismarine crystals, what do you turn into? You just go drawer. Flint can go into a drawer. Water eggs can go into a drawer. Obsidian can just go into a regular drawer. Glass. Gunpowder. Is there gunpowder blocks? There is, so you can be a compacting. Lapis lazuli compacting. Redstone is compacting. Glowstone is compacting. Diamonds, compacting. What are you? Lava, eggs. Clay can be compacting as well. Logs can just go into a drawer. And nether wart can just go into a drawer. As well as sand and soul sand. Alright, cool. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 compacting drawers. Alright, and now I just need pulling upgrades for each one of these, right? And I think the maximum is, I think I figured it out with this one here. We actually need the maximum, which is 3 pulling upgrades to keep up with the max stack gold chickens. Because these all do you do, wow, do you really do 48? How many do you do per thing? Wow, you really do 48? Yeah, so we're going to need to grab, like, a bunch of pulling upgrades. So it's going to be, well, you've got 3, and then the rest of these have 1. Let's just make a bunch of pulling upgrades. I don't know how many I'm going to need in the end. No, apparently magma cream can't go into a compacting drawer. That's kind of annoying. I thought for sure the magma blocks would count. But that's fine. We can just get a regular drawer for that one. I'm probably going to I'll steal the sand one, because we can get compacted sand. That doesn't bother me. Sure, let's do that instead. Let's pull that out. You need... Oops. Let's go that, and then pulling upgrade. Bang, bang. Just put one of these into each of them, and then we can figure out... Actually, no, these are going to be all wrong, hey. Because of the way that the pulling upgrades work in these, what we actually need to do is, we need to actually set them up, right? So, why are you still... Okay, I think that's just a visual bug. If I place gas tiers inside of you. Yeah, there we go. The way that these work, as you can see here, we right-click on it inside of a GUI to kind of change the direction. All of these worked nicely because they're all pulling from the north direction. But for all of this wall, I need to actually have them pull from the west. So I need to sit here and right-click all of these to west. Which is just 2. Bang. So I'm going to do this for all of these. And the nice thing is that once you've done it, they stack. So it's pretty easy. You mark all of them. And then double click, and then it picks them all up. Beautiful. Alright, so that means I can now put pulling upgrades into all of these ones. Alright, so I've got enough at least now to have 1 pulling upgrade in each one of them, which is kind of good for me. So now it's just a matter of actually staging stuff in them, and like the ones that are broken, right? So like compacting drawers, you actually need to have like the lowest version of it before it starts pulling, I think. For some reason. Pulling from the west. Why are you not pulling? Interesting. Nether quartz. See, the nether quartz is working. Prismarine shard doesn't go into a compacting drawer. So I'm just going to go around, deal with all of this stuff, and we'll come back once I've done that. Alright, cool. So I've set up all the drawers. For all the ones that just kind of didn't work with compacting, I've just changed them to regular drawers. It shouldn't matter too much realistically because we have auto crafting and things like that. So I'm hoping that it's not going to be a huge deal. But now the other thing that we need to do is actually connect all of these to a drawer controller. So we need to make ourselves a drawer controller. Controller. One of these bad boys. Thank you. And I'm just going to bury this kind of here in the middle of the room, I think. I'm just going to go down like 2 blocks and place it there. As well as kind of just building out a space around it, I think. Because what I'm going to do from here on is then also just throw back a line towards the refined storage system. So that we actually have some, you know, external storage being done within the base. Which would be ideal. I wonder if we can do that straight away. We might do that this episode, actually. But before we do that, I need my configuration card. No, not the configuration card. It's the other card. What's the mod called? Functional storage. This one, the linking tool is what it's called. So let's select this controller. And we're just going to select all of the drawers. Should have access to all of them. think we're within the, actually I should probably just be able to go like that and select them all. Bonk. There we go, all those drawers are selected. Beautiful. And now what I can do is, let's see if I can grab myself an external storage. I need a destruction core, a construction core, and that's everything I need for that. And now I just need like a ton of cable. How much cable do we have? I'm gonna make way more than that. Now, that should hopefully be enough. So what I'll do from this actually is just run kind of just 2 blocks underneath like this, and then we go external storage on that with priority set to 1 just so it's slightly higher priority, and then we'll go cables all the way back to the refined storage. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we have unlimited access to pretty much all of my resources. We've got 7.5 thousand gold. We've got about 2,000 sitting in that one that we've connected up, as well as the 4.6 sitting in this. So we've got like silly amounts of storage of things like that as well. Now, the other thing I want to check is we are linked to that controller. Can I reach these drawers? Oh, I totally can. So now I've got access to all my gravel, dirt, and sand. And can I reach you? I wonder if I switch you to single. No, okay, so you're slightly too far out. So what I might do is just move where this one sits. And realistically, it doesn't actually matter where it is. So what I might just do is put it right here next to it. And then we can connect you to the system as well. And now I've got access to all of my resources through refined storage. Nice. And that is actually really, really cool. Oh, wait, there's a new B. All right, we need to get to the B. Let's go to the B real quick. What are you dropping, sir? I'll just let my luggage do all the picking up, I think. Where'd it go? Was that it? 2 measly things like that. How are we looking on matter, by the way? Oh, I've got 5 of each. We are in an actual spot now where we can get ourselves the energy condenser. I've got the dark matter and the red matter that I need. Because it's only 4 of each, right? It totally is. We can get ourselves an energy condenser. Which means we need to work towards an alchemical chest. Well, I need netherite scrap. How the heck do I get you? Well, I guess to find that, we're going to need ancient debris. And the easiest way of getting that is heading out to the nether ring, which will be, I guess... what's this say? 1,000 blocks from spawn. So I guess I'm just gonna have to tunnel. I'll probably just continue this tunnel that we made last time, making towards the dungeon that we found. I might just kind of continue through the dungeon and then keep going this way until I find nether. I think that's probably going to be the plan, but that's the plan for next episode. Right now, I'm pretty happy with the accomplishments that we've made. What we might do that. Because we want the energy condenser. It's either that or we work on auto crafting. I'm not entirely decided yet. But either way, I'm probably going to leave it there. So if anyone is still watching, thank you all for watching. Make sure you like the video if you liked it. Subscribe if you haven't already. And we'll see you all on the next one. Peace.